Hello everyone, please contact Professor Robert for a sample or a customized paper of the following or any other assignment. Description: Assessment tasks. 1. Written assessment. Assessment title: ASS number 1. Task description: ASS number 1 is the first part of your major assignment for this unit. It is made up of 6 steps. Step 1 is due at 11 a.m. Monday week 2. Step 2 is due 11 a.m. Monday week 3. You will be given your company at the end of week 1. This assignment will give you the opportunity to explore what your own company does and what your firm's financial statements may have to tell you about your firm. The key things to achieve in your ASS number 1 is to find your company's latest annual report and to have a look at it, to get a feel for what your firm actually does, and what you are able to understand about your firm from your first look at its financial statements. You will also input your company's last 4 years of financial statements into your spreadsheet. As well, you will have the opportunity to experience how interacting with others in the unit may be able to help you to better understand your firm. Assessment due date: Week 5 Monday, 10 August 2020, 11 a.m. Return date to students: Your ASS number 1 will be marked promptly, and within 2 weeks. You will receive a mark, individual feedback, general feedback and exemplars. Weighting: 25%. Assessment criteria: Step 1 KCQs equals 3 marks. Step 2 Introductory words in description box equals 1 mark. Photo and description equals 1 mark. Link to your blog setup blog equals 1 mark. Step 3 Background information on company equals 2 marks. Comments KCQs equals 4 marks. Comments on others blogs equals 2 marks. Step 4 Input company's financial statements equals 5 marks. Step 5 KCQs equals 3 marks. Step 6 Individual feedback with other students equals 3 marks. Total 25 marks. Referencing style: American Psychological Association 7th edition, APA 7th edition. Submission: Online. Learning outcomes: Assess. Explain the main types of financial statements. Use Excel to perform simple manipulation and analysis of accounting-related information. Develop skills to learn more effectively and better communicate and collaborate online. Graduate attributes: communication, information literacy, teamwork, information technology competence. 2 Online QUIZs. Assessment title: Peerwise. Task description: We will be using Peerwise as a place for you to create, share and evaluate questions with others in the unit. Peerwise is designed to be used each week throughout the unit. Each week, Peerwise will support you to read the study guide. That's right, each week, write multiple choice questions from your reading, including solutions with explanations, answer others' questions, and rate others' questions. You can also comment on people's questions, and people can then comment on your comments and so on. You should aim to write at least 2 to 3 questions each week and answer, and rate 20-30 questions each week. It is a big advantage in Peerwise to start early in the unit, and to write high-quality questions and solutions with explanations. Typically, on average, people will write about 25 to 30 questions during the unit, and answer rate about 250 to 300 questions. Some people will do much more, and others less. Start by looking at the video tips on using Peerwise. https://www.youtube.com/watch?v equals malishkska and t equals 1s. And you can visit Peerwise here. http://peerwise.cs.auckland.ac.nz//?CQ_AU. If you have not used Peerwise before, please click on the registration link and follow the prompts. All you need to do is choose a username and a password for your Peerwise account. If you have used Peerwise before, simply log in and then select Join a Course from the home menu. Important: You will need to follow the information provided in the Peerwise folder in the top center section in Moodle. In order to access our Peerwise unit this term, there is a Peerwise course ID for our unit, which is detailed in Moodle. Number of quizzes. Frequency of quizzes. Assessment due date. Peerwise closes at 5 p.m. on Thursday in week 11. There is no need to submit anything concerning Peerwise in Moodle. Return date to students. Your scores from Peerwise will be transferred to Moodle before the end of term by the unit coordinator. Weighting: 5%. Assessment criteria. As you contribute to Peerwise, you will accumulate a reputation score calculated in the software, which is composed of 3 parts: writing questions, questioning, answering questions, answering, and rating questions you have answered, rating. To achieve a high score, it is much better to have good scores for each of the 3 components than a very high score in just 1 or 2 components. It is particularly important not to have a 0 or near 0 score for any of the 3 components. Answering and rating scores at a similar level, and your questioning score at about 1/10 of your answering and rating scores, can be a good balance. For example, a score of questioning 175, answering 1750, and rating 1750. You can see your score in the top right-hand corner of peerwise. For marking peerwise, we use the reputation score, not the questioning, answering or rating scores. You will gain a mark out of 5 for your peerwise contribution. This will be calculated according to the peerwise grading guidelines available on Moodle. The unit coordinator reserves the right to adjust the mark of any student if they engage in inappropriate behavior on peerwise. Inappropriate behavior might include bullying, harassing or being rude to any other student. Contributing questions flagged as being easy, for example as easy or questions for dummies. Marking correct answers in bold or with other marks. Copying other students' questions and contributing them onto peerwise as your own, although it is understood that different students may independently contribute similar or even identical questions at times, and this is perfectly alright. Please report to the unit coordinator any inappropriate behavior on peerwise. Referencing style. American Psychological Association 7th edition, APA 7th edition. Submission. No submission method provided. Learning outcomes assessed. Explain the main types of financial statements. Discuss the usefulness of accounting information to management. Graduate attributes. Communication. Information literacy. 3 written assessment. Assessment title. ASS number 2. Task description. This assignment is the second stage of your major assignment for this unit. It is made up of 10 steps. The first 6 steps are due progressively between week 6 to 11. Step 1. 5 marks. Step 1 involves you writing down some of your ideas, reflections and reactions to reading Chapter 4 analyzing financial statements in this study guide. Step 2. 5 marks. Step 2 involves you writing down some of your ideas, reflections and reactions to reading Chapter 6 understanding key cost relationships in this study guide. Step 3. 18 marks. Step 3 involves you restating your firm's financial statements. Step 4. 3 marks. Step 4 involves you providing and receiving feedback to 3 other students in our unit on their draft ASS number 2. Step 3. Step 5. 5 marks. Step 5 involves you writing down some of your ideas, reflections and reactions to reading Chapter 7 budget for the short term in the study guide. Step 6. 5 marks. Step 6 involves you writing down some of your ideas, reflections and reactions to reading Chapter 8 we have got to make some decisions in this study guide. Step 7. 4 marks. Step 7 involves you identifying 3 products or services of your firm and estimating their selling price and variable cost and calculating their contribution margins. Step 8. 17 marks. Step 8 involves you calculating some ratios for your firm and its economic profit and assessing its business performance. Step 9. 5 marks. Step 9 involves you developing a capital investment decision for your firm and completing a simple analysis of this decision using payback period, NPV and year. Step 10. 3 marks. Step 10 involves you providing and receiving feedback to 3 other students in our unit on their draft ASS number 2. Step 7 to 10. Assessment due date. Review exam week Monday, 12 October 2020, 11 a.m. Return date to students. Your ASS number 2 will be marked promptly and within 2 weeks. You will receive a mark, individual feedback, general feedback and exemplars. Weighting, 70%. Assessment criteria. Step 1 KCQs Chapter 4 equals 5 marks. Step 2 KCQs Chapter 6 equals 5 marks. Step 3 Restated Statement of Changes in Equity equals 2 marks. Restated Balance Sheet equals 5 marks. Restated Income Statement equals 8 marks. Commentary and discussion with others equals 3 marks. Step 4 Individual feedback with other students. Steps 3 and 4 equals 3 marks. Step 5 KCQs Chapter 7 equals 5 marks. Step 6 KCQs Chapter 8 equals 5 marks. Step 7 Identify 3 products or services of your firm equals 1 mark. Estimate selling price, variable cost and CM equals 1 mark. Commentary contribution margins equals 1 mark. Constraints identify and commentary equals 1 mark. Step 8 Calculation of ratios equals 8 marks. Commentary ratios equals 4 marks. Calculate economic profit equals 2 marks. Commentary drivers of economic profit equals 3 marks. Step 9 Develop capital investment decision for your firm equals 1 mark. Calculation of payback period, NPV and year equals 3 marks. Recommendation and discussion equals 1 mark. Step 10 individual feedback with other students. Step 7 10 equals 3 marks. Total 70 mark. Thanks for watching.